Hello and welcome to the BigAppleSchool podcast. My name's Rico.
I'm Ivan.
And we're here today. We're coming to you from America. And Ivan is our special guest from America. But he's not just any regular American. He's also my big brother. So that's kind of cool. Ivan, let's go ahead and hear some words.
It's not kind of cool. It is cool.
Okay, well, since I'm cool and he's related to me, then that means that he's in part cool.
Anyway, whatever.
So go ahead and say some words about yourself.
My name's Ivan.
Okay.
I'm Rico's older brother.
Ivan is originally a Russian name, so that's kind of interesting also.
Yeah, my mom thought it would be cool. I create music, art, read, write. I do tons of things. And I like to have fun with my life.
Okay. Tell us about your life, not just your hobbies, but your life. Where were you born?
I was born in Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico.
Okay, so you were born in Puerto Rico. And then what? You're in Vegas now with me, so how did that happen?
I mean, it's a long story, but long story short, my mom moved to California, met Ricky's dad. We call him Ricky. Met Ricky's dad, and they got married. We ended up in Vegas somehow, and I haven't traveled around the world like my little brother, but I've been to quite a few places in the country. And that's basically it. I'm in Vegas. I have a wife. I have a kid. And that's it. Okay. So you have a family. You've traveled to some places inside the country. You've also been to Mexico a couple times. Don't forget. And you are very creative. You're on the artistic side. So that's what you do for your hobbies. But today's podcast isn't only about Ivan. Today's podcast is actually what we're going to do in a couple of days. And what are we going to do in a couple of days, Ivan? Get in a whole lot of trouble.
We're going to get in a whole lot of trouble. Why are we going to get in a whole lot of trouble?
Because we're going to be shooting illegal fireworks into the sky.
Illegal fireworks, guys. So if you guys don't know, Independence Day is coming up soon. Independence Day falls on what day?
July 4th.
4th of July. Very big holiday for us. I don't know if you guys have heard of it before, but it is the day that the United States got their independence from Great Britain officially, and blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that nowadays.
Well, it wasn't really officially.
Well, officially
it was more like we declared treason and we decided they were going to have to go with us. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay, so the paperwork, I guess, isn't too important.
What it boils down to is we could shoot fireworks into the sky.
Yeah, so before it was about, the paperwork saying, hey, we're free, forget you guys, we're over here, come get us if you want to, we don't like your tea, blah, blah, blah. But now everyone just shoots fireworks in remembrance of this day. And there's actually a bit of controversy about the 4th of July or Independence Day, the real term. We should be calling it not the 4th of July, but Independence Day. Ivan will tell you a little bit about Independence Day and why there's controversy behind it.
Well, basically, the document was signed by the first few people on the 4th of July, the year 1776, and it wasn't completely signed by everybody that was going to sign it until sometime in August. Now, I'm on the side that goes with 4th of July because that's the day the document was complete in order for them to start signing. It's not their problem that everybody they didn't have cars. They're still riding horses and stuff like that, trying to get to, I believe it was done in Philadelphia, where they signed the Declaration of Independence.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
if you guys don't know, Philadelphia is kind of like the capital of like the founding fathers and stuff like that. There's a lot of history there from the beginning of the United States.
It was like one of the major cities at the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's where it was done. Not everybody made it on time. Some people got sick. Regardless, they got all the signatures by August. So I go with July 4th. Some people like Rick go with August something.
I don't necessarily go with it, but I like to just put it out there that there is some controversy so that the people that don't like the 4th of July as the date, just, their opinion is also heard so that everyone knows kind of the general opinions about this holiday. But now let's talk about what we're going to do. We're going to get in a lot of trouble because we're going to shoot illegal fireworks, and we're going to get into the debate of illegal fireworks or legal fireworks and what's the difference and stuff like that.
Well, there's no debate. There's legal fireworks and there's illegal fireworks. The reason there's legal fireworks is they've created these little fake rocket looking things that you light and it creates like a little fountain of sparkles. Well, that's boring. So the good stuff, the stuff that shoots up in the air, kind of like Joe Dirt. Any of you guys haven't seen it, go see Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
He finds a fireworks stand in the middle of the desert. They wreak havoc. It's fun. Anyway, illegal fireworks shoot up into the sky. Well, we live in a city, so if I shoot stuff into the sky, as we did the other night while we were testing it, the wind caught one of my bottle rockets, pushed it across the street, and it may have exploded about 10 feet away from my neighbor's house, but that's neither here nor there either. Now, the whole point being, that's illegal. Why? Because if it's done irresponsibly, it can start a fire. Now, we don't plan on doing it irresponsibly, but if the police decide to roll up and see us lighting fireworks that are going into the sky, we're going to get a big fine. And I'm fine with that. I'm used to it.
He's fine with the fine. So that's the cool part. The reason that I mention like a debate between illegal fireworks and legal fireworks is because there are a lot of people that say that they'll never, ever buy illegal fireworks. One, because of course it's against the law. It's pretty simple. But the other reason, which they feel is the more important reason, they feel that it's dangerous and they don't like the effect that it has on their pets. I have a lot of friends that say, oh, I'm not going to buy illegal fireworks because my dogs go crazy. It hurts their ears. It's putting them through torture that whole night and they don't like it. So they would rather buy the smaller, what me and my brother would probably call baby fireworks because they don't do anything. And that's how they celebrate with these little sparklers and these little piccolo Petes is what we call them. They whistle.
See, but the thing is, the Piccolo Petes whistle quite loud. I understand the whole pet thing. Last year while we were shooting off illegal fireworks at my mother-in-law's house, they thought their dog ran away. Well, the dog was upstairs hiding under the master bedroom bed. So I understand that aspect. Mm-hmm. However, you don't necessarily have to do it in your neighborhood. You know, in our current neighborhood now, we can buy the fireworks. We'll probably take a drive up the street and around the corner, literally 3 minutes, and shoot them off over the desert.
That's the thing.
This may not be the smartest thing in the world because it could start a fire. I do understand that. However, we might take that chance. Who knows? But the whole pet aspect, I mean, come on, get real. It's not that serious. The biggest issue that the news and the media has with these fireworks and with our local government here, the reason they have made them illegal in our county. Now, it's not in all of Nevada. It's just in our county.
For those of you that don't know, a county is kind of like the region inside of a state. So there's city, and then there's a county, which is kind of a small region, and then there's a state. So you guys don't have it in Russia, but I'll show you guys a picture when we post this.
However, the county has an issue with it, but the other counties don't necessarily have an issue with it. So we have to drive outside of the county to go buy these fireworks.
That's one of the things we have here in America. We have city laws, we have county laws, we have state laws, and then we have general laws like for the whole United States, for the whole country.
Federal
laws. And that's kind of what gets people mixed up because there's a city law, but it's not a state law, so they're not sure. They go to another city and then, it's a completely different law. They break the law without even knowing it, and it causes a lot of problems.
No, it doesn't go to that level. You have federal law and you have state level laws. The federal laws are put into place. The states have the right to either abide by the law or not abide by the law, or put their own laws into place. So you have two levels of laws. You got the state and the federal, and state laws can differ here or there, but the easiest explanation for that when it comes to laws is federally, medical marijuana in the United States is legal, is illegal. But in states like California, Nevada, Colorado, Oregon, medical marijuana is legal at the state level. Therefore, local police won't bother you, but the feds can show up, knock down your doors, and you're busted.
Ivan mentioned that it wouldn't get too bad, but there is some things about the city laws, like at the city parks. The laws are different in different cities for the parks. So you can get in trouble for certain little things. It's not crazy big things like marijuana, but little things that you might do at a park that you didn't know were illegal. So
what are these little things? I'm just curious.
Some parks make it illegal for you to sleep there, and then other parks, it's not illegal. They'll give you a warning and stuff like that. In different cities, they have different stuff.
I gotcha.
So anyway, enough about the laws, but
Yeah, we're going to break the laws. That's what it comes down to.
Another reason that these fireworks are considered illegal is because you cannot buy them here. You can't buy them in this county. So what is the trick? What is the loophole that people do to get illegal fireworks, Ivan?
There's no trick. You drive out of the county and you buy them in a different county. The cool thing about living in Las Vegas, Nevada is we're in Clark County. Well, Clark County is surrounded by tons, and I mean tons, of sand that is owned by Indian reservations. Indian reservations, for those of you that don't know, are areas in the United States that have been designated lawless areas for indigenous Indians. Since we stole all their land anyway, we just give them back a couple acres and we say, hey, this is all yours. You can do as you please. Cool things about Indian reservations are you can buy fireworks. Really big, badass fireworks.
Dangerous, explosives.
Okay. The other cool thing is there's no speed limits. We have two major freeways that take you in and out of the city here, and that's the 95 and the 15. They have more technical terms, which I think it's the 515 and the US 95, something like that. However, when these two freeways go through Indian reservations, your GPS, if it's set up to show you your current speed versus the allotted speed, the allowed speed, when you hit an Indian reservation, it says 0. There's no speed limit in there. You can go as fast as you want. You can smoke weed on an Indian reservation. This was a cool thing 10 years ago, back when smoking marijuana in the city was illegal, period. However, Indian reservations are basically lawless areas of the United States. That's where we go to buy illegal fireworks. They become illegal the minute that you bring them past those county lines or outside of those reservations into counties where those fireworks are considered illegal.
The cool thing about it is that we live so close, so it's not hard, it's not difficult to get these fireworks and then bring them back. It's maybe like a, 30-minute drive or so?
It's about 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, and on the drive back, you're smuggling fireworks. I mean, you get to join the lawless people of our country. So
that's the thing. Other people, they don't really have such an easy way to get illegal fireworks. It's a little more difficult for people in Vegas because, we got all this desert and Indian reservations and stuff like that around. We can just drive for a while, pick up these fireworks that are legal in a different county or in a different, on different land in different territory, and then bring them back home and then blow some stuff up.
Literally blow a lot of stuff up.
Yeah. Another reason that people don't like the illegal fireworks is because they really are dangerous. I had a friend, not the smartest friend that I've ever had, but he took one of the explosive fireworks and he decided that he was going to take it and throw it. But the thing was that he took it, he lit it in front of him, he cocked his hand back by his head to try to get more strength behind the throw. And when he went to throw it, he had already spent too much time preparing the throw, cocking his arm back, and it exploded near his face. It hurt his ear. It blew his fingers. He had some burns on his hands. Luckily, it wasn't a big explosive. It was one of these little tiny explosives that had a short fuse. But it could have been a lot worse, if you understand. It's just a really tiny, it's called a black cat. It's really tiny. But if it would have been like an M80 or something, he could have lost his hand. And that's what kind of scares people from getting illegal fireworks too.
See, what scares me about illegal fireworks is situations like that. Not because I will make that mistake. Mistakes happen, but situations like that, that's just what we consider a Muppet, period. That's just some dumb person that, is just taking a little overboard.
Darwinism, guys. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's people who don't care or aren't smart enough to take the preventative measures.
It takes due diligence. That's all it is. Pay a little attention. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Just take the proper precautions and you'll be okay. But there's the other thing. There's the other illegal method of getting fireworks. There's the easy way, driving across the border, or not the border, but the boundary, getting the fireworks. And then there's the other way. I used to do this. I guess Ivan didn't do it as much, but I would take the legal fireworks, I would take the powder out of them, and I would create my own fireworks. I would take maybe a Gatorade bottle or any kind of just plastic bottle, take a bag, fill a bag with the gunpowder or whatever powder.
Whoa, dude! You're on a blog thing. You can't tell people how to build a bomb. You're in America now.
It's kind of like a bomb, guys. Basically, you take all the gunpowder from the fireworks and you kind of store it in something, and you take your own fuse and you light it, and you get a really, really big boom.
See, that's boring though, because it's just a boom. Another cool thing you could do is you take these fireworks called Piccolo Petes. I don't even think they sell them anymore because they're, like one notch down from illegal. You take one end of it, you hammer it down, you light that sucker, and it takes off like a bottle rocket. However, it's not a controlled bottle rocket. This thing can turn around on you and hit you in the face if it wants to. And it just makes a really cool screeching sound into the sky. Now, the issue with that is it's uncontrolled, so it can still cause issues. But it goes right back to the Darwinism thing. We have Muppets in America. You have people that can buy legal fireworks that still burn houses down. They'll still light them in the area between their house and the neighbor's house and wonder why they burn their neighbor's house down.
I think the most common firework to start fires is a firework called the ground flower. It's called the ground flower because it spins so fast with a flame coming out of it. It changes colors. It looks like a little flower on the ground, but it spins so fast that it kind of loses control, like Ivan said. It moves, and it goes into a bush, and it goes maybe near some dry paper or something. We live in a really, really dry city.
See, but you know where that begins?
What?
Look at the instructions on the firework. Those ground flowers say, take a pin through the middle or a nail and hammer it to something. Don't just light it and throw it on the ground. Mm-hmm. That firework is literally like 5 bottle rockets in a circular position. So when you light one, it's 5 rockets that should be flying into the sky attached to a little star-looking thing, and it spins, Mm-hmm. So it's supposed to be hammered into something so it spins nicely on your wooden fence.
And it doesn't move.
Whatever the case may be. Well, you have Muppets out there that light these things, put them out in the middle of the street.
Or throw them.
Yeah. Throw them. And sometimes they don't. That's another thing. You have all this space in front of your house in the street. We don't live in New York here. You don't have parking issues. You can go outside of your driveway, walk 10 feet into the middle of the street, and light your fireworks. When a car comes, you get out of the way, which is going to be rare, especially if you're in a normal neighborhood. People decide to do these things in their backyards,
With the dry foliage that we have in Las Vegas. And it becomes really dangerous.
Starts fires. I feel bad for all those people. I really do. I feel horrible for those people. And I feel horrible when I read the news or I look at the news afterwards after a fun night of 4th of July. I just thank myself for not being an idiot for, that night that caused an issue. I'm glad that I keep myself and my family safe.
Yeah.
So although I say illegal fireworks, me and Rico will be very careful, and my 5-year-old daughter will be there with us, and she'll have a blast.
So I know that I went to school with a kid. I felt really bad. Ivan says he feels bad. I feel bad too. I went to school with a kid. You see him every day or almost every day. You got some classes with him and stuff. And he came to school on like the 5th of July or 6th of July. Maybe he skipped a day or something. But after after Independence Day, after the 4th of July, he came to school and he was sad because he burned his whole backyard down. His tree that was there, his bush, and part of the backyard like awning that was covering the little patio that they had in the backyard. He burned all of that down because he wasn't careful with the firework. And that's the kind of things that happen. So
anyway, this whole thing turned into a fireworks safety thing. I do have a funny story, though. So about, what do you think, like 10 years ago?
When?
No, I think it was like 9 years ago. 9 years ago, Rick's still a teenager. I'm a little more grown up, but I still live at the house with my parents. I'm asleep, and I hear Rick start screaming that the backyard's on fire.
Yeah.
This was on 4th of July.
Yeah.
Early morning, July 5th, because we were already done. That night, we didn't have any illegal fireworks. We didn't really do anything extravagant. I think we just barbecued in the backyard.
And we didn't even light fireworks in the backyard.
Yeah.
We lit them in the front yard. So
somehow something happened. Some moron or something out there shot off a firework, wasn't paying too much attention. If our fireworks go off and they blow up in your backyard, I'm going to come knock on your door and say, hey, look. Or, hop the wall and make sure your backyard isn't on fire. Well, nobody checked our backyard. Anyway, somebody shot off fireworks. weren't paying too much attention to what was going on. Our backyard literally caught on fire.
Well, the reason behind it is kind of, we got to explain. It's not just a firework.
It's what was it?
We have we had a storage shed in the backyard, and it was filled with paint and paint thinner and a lot of chemicals in there. So
no. See, but the fire had still started. That was just fueling the fire later on.
So we had this gigantic fire because of that. But the fire started.
We had big fireballs because of the thinner and
the paint and stuff like that.
We took the phone lines out to the entire neighborhood.
Yeah,
after that happened,
the fire was so high it burned the phone lines that connected all of the phones in the neighborhood. It was crazy.
It was pretty funny. We told the neighbors about it, and the neighbors like, "Well, why'd you guys start a fire?" We didn't start a fire.
Yeah,
Ricky turned around, he got off the computer. I don't know what he was doing on the computer at 3:00 in the morning. You guys could all message him and ask him. Regardless. He's a teenager on the computer. He turns over. He says the backyard looks orange. He looks out of the window and boom, there's a huge fire. By the time I get out there, there's explosions. It was like something out of a movie.
Really, it was. The fire was about 10 meters high, and I'm not exaggerating at all because it did burn the phone lines. Think about it. Your shed in the backyard is on fire. The flames are 10 meters high. Ridiculous, crazy.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be careful. Whenever you guys have fireworks, you guys be careful also.
Yeah, we're going to be careful because I guess you could say we've been there. We've seen what can happen. But yeah, that's about all I got to say about fireworks.
That's about all we have to say about the actual holiday, too. We told you about the history. We told you about how we celebrate it now. We told you what we're going to do.
We told you how we're going to break the law.
Yeah, so don't use that against us. But if you guys want to participate, maybe light some fireworks, even though you're not here, you can post some pictures, put it on the Big Apple page and show us. I know that I'm going to try to shoot some video for you guys so you guys can see how we blow some stuff up.
Do you guys have fireworks in Russia?
Yeah, we do have a lot of fireworks.
Like bottle rockets and stuff like that?
Yeah, actually, they're more common because people like to light fireworks for weddings, and the companies light it for like corporate holidays and stuff. So we have fireworks pretty often. So we just went through this
whole safety firework thing for nothing. I'm pretty sure they know.
Well, maybe they know. I hope you guys know. That's the thing. They should know. We hope that you guys know.
See, that's cool because in Puerto Rico, you can get any kind of firework you want.
Well, I guess Puerto Rico's not a state, so it's only
no, it's not
territory. It's U.S. territory.
Yeah, but still, I still think it's pretty cool that you could walk down the street from Grandma's house and go buy fireworks, like literally around the corner.
And that is cool. So we do have that that bonus because we're Puerto Rican. We can go to Puerto Rico. Well, you can go without being Puerto Rico. Anybody can go, but we go more often, and we can go and around the down the street from my grandma's house, around the corner, we can buy some illegal fireworks. Well, they would be considered illegal, and I guess they're not too expensive either. So that's what we're going to do. I'll show you guys some video later, and I hope that you guys liked our special guest. Thank you for coming, Ivan.
Thanks for having me.
Any final words for our listeners?
Yeah, actually. So my brother talked me into starting a vk.com page.
Yeah, so you guys can find him on Kontaktia.
Kontaktia, right? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so I don't know Russian very well. Don't post anything in Russian to me because I'm not going to be able to read it. However, I'm open to talking to anybody around the world. I think it's pretty fun. I'll be posting up some of my music, some of my artwork, whatever else I find interesting on the internet that you guys might like to see. So you can find me at vk.com/IvansWorld.
Yeah. So no apostrophe, right?
No apostrophe.
Ivan's World, no apostrophe. And you can check him out. You can chat with him. And I guess that's it, guys. So we'll see you next time.
Adios.
Thank you for listening to the Big Apple School podcast. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye.